Let's say you have a 4.9 rating on Google Maps, you have more reviews than half of your competitors, and somehow you are still invisible on Google Maps. If that is you, I'm going to explain to you in this video exactly why that happens, because most business owners have been sold this idea that once I get reviews, I will rank, but that's only half the story of how Google Maps works. We've worked with tons of local businesses who were stacked with many 5-star reviews, but they were still getting buried by their competitors with half the rating and a third of the reviews. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the 4 real reasons why this happens and exactly what you need to fix if you want to actually show up in the map pack and start getting a lot more leads. If you don't know who I am, my name is Munir, co-founder of Vixel Studio. We do local SEO and Google ads for local service businesses. We've proudly generated over $12 million in revenue for all of our clients across Canada and the United States. It's probably closer to around 20 million now. And you can see all of our case studies on vixelstudio.com. All right, so let's get into it. Part 1, then the biggest reason is because you don't have a real physical address. So if your setting on the Google Business profile is just service area business and you do not have a publicly visible physical address, you are playing Google Maps on hard mode. So let me show you how to check. So if I search up the name of my business right here, this is Vixel Studio, and if I go to edit profile right here, and if I scroll down, you're going to see that there is location and areas, and you're going to see that it's public. This is our office right here, and it's publicly showing to the customers. Just having this address is one of the biggest factors when it comes to ranking on Google Maps. If you want to hide your address from the public, you can turn this off, but then that means you become a service area business, which means it becomes a lot harder for you to rank, even if you have a ton of reviews. So Google loves to prioritize businesses who they know for 100% certainty that they are at that location and are willing to have a publicly visible address. Because if you have a publicly visible address, you are less likely to be a spam or a fake business. So that's why they prioritize those businesses who have a verified physical address at the top. You can collect 500 5-star reviews, but you will still get outrun by a competitor who has 80 reviews and a physical address in your city. So your priority, if you don't have a physical address, should be to get a real, legitimate physical address that fits Google's guidelines. And no, that means you can't use like a PO box or a mailbox. If you're primarily a service-based business, you can rent a month-to-month small co-working office for around $150 to $400 a month to get an address live. This cost should not be a big deal because you should make way more revenue than what that monthly cost is. Getting the address live on the Google Business profile can be a pain, so I have made a whole guide called How to Get Your Google Business Profile Verified step by step, where I talk about how to find the address, where your options are, and what actually getting it verified looks like. I'll also put that link in the description. So apart from the address, part 2 is because your primary category is set wrong. So if your primary category is off, Google will not rank you correctly. So here are some examples. Let's say you're a criminal defense lawyer, but the main category you picked is just lawyer. Or maybe you're a water damage restoration company, but the category that you picked originally was just cleaning service. Or maybe you're a plumbing company, but the category that you picked is contractor because that was the first thing that you saw when you first started this business. So here's how to make sure that you set your primary category correctly. The first thing that you want to do is you want to search for your main primary keyword, which is your service plus your city on Google Maps. So let's say I'm a plumber in San Diego. I'm going to go into Google and search plumber San Diego. And I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to look at these businesses right over here. So these businesses are showing at the top of Google Maps and I want to mimic them. And as you can see, this text right here, this text is their primary category. So this business primary category is plumber, plumber, plumber. So if I'm trying to show up for this main keyword, plumber San Diego, I need to make sure that my primary category is also set to plumber. It's not always clear what the primary category should be because there are some more specific services. So for example, if I was to search for criminal lawyer San Diego, you're going to see that we see criminal justice fraternity, not just the normal lawyer category. To change your primary category, simply just search up the name of your business or just click on this and go to Business Profile Manager and you'll see see your profile. Then you want to go to Edit Profile and then you'll see business category right here. So you're going to see that this first one is going to be a primary category. This is the one that matters the most. All of these additional categories don't matter as much. So you want to make sure that this primary category is set to the exact one that your competitors have. By the way, if you want to work with me and my team to see how to rank you on Google Maps so you can get more leads for your business, you can book a call with my co-founder. He will audit to see where your Google Maps profile is at and what it'll take to get your ranking higher with your budget. Part 3 is your business name is terrible. So keywords in the business name are still a ranking signal on Google. So what do I mean by this? So if your company is called Bob's Home Improvement, but you're a plumber, you will always have a harder time ranking compared to people with the name Bob's Plumbing and Drain Cleaning / Dallas. That's because he has the main name of the service, such as plumbing and drain cleaning, and he has the name of the city in the name as well. So the clean way to do this is to register for a doing business as license or a legal business name that actually includes the service plus the city in the name. You can use ChatGPT to give you the instructions on how to file this online with your state and your country. And to just drive the point home, if I search for San Diego kitchen remodeling and I scroll down, you're going to see that this company, Lars Remodeling and Design, has the word remodeling in the name of the business. This company, San Diego Custom Home Bathroom, has the word remodeling. This second company right here has the word kitchen remodeling and San Diego in their name. And although they have less reviews, they have 46 reviews, they still show up higher than these people just because they have the word San Diego and kitchen remodeling in their name. Part 4 is your review velocity is dead. So what do I mean by this? So let's say you got to 120 reviews 6 months ago, but since then you've gotten no new reviews. Google sees you as a stagnant business. On the other hand, if one of your competitors has 40 to 50 reviews total, but he's getting consistently 3 to 5 new reviews every single month, he looks more alive, more trusted, and current in the eyes of Google. So if you want to see how many reviews you've gotten, you can go to your profile and then go to reviews. And then you want to just click on newest right here. So this will tell you how consistently you are getting reviews. So this company got one 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, 2 months ago. So they're not getting some every week, but they're getting a few every single month. However, this other company that's ranked second, even though they have less reviews, if you go to their reviews and sort by newest, you're going to see that they're getting reviews a lot more consistently than the other companies. You see 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 2 months ago. So now you're seeing the trend. The solution to this is to just install some system in your business to generate reviews automatically. Perhaps maybe after every completed job, you can show your customers a Google review card, ask them to tap their phone, and ask them to leave a review right then and there, because it's more awkward to say no to you when you're in front of them asking for a review. Or you can also automate sending a review request by SMS and email within 24 hours of completing any single job that you do. You want to aim for a minimum of 4 to 8 reviews a month to start. This could depend on your industry. If you're a home renovation company, you will likely only deal with a handful of customers every month, so you may only get 1 to 3 reviews every single month. But if you're a plumber, you may get anywhere from 15 to 30 reviews every single month, so you should aim to get at least around 5 to 10 every single month. You also want to reply to every review like a human, and it'll also help if you mention the service plus the city language in your responses and make it seem natural. So that's the end of the video. Hope that was useful. Again, if you want my team to just audit your Google Business profile to show you how to rank, you can book a call with my team, link in the description below. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I will answer them, and I'll see you guys in the next one.